I was always a sex addict. I was horny. Like I wanted, like I ain't even have no sperm in my testicles yet, but I literally just was horny.
Today we're spicing things up with Hollywood's most horny celebrities who just couldn't keep it in their pants. Here's our list of the top 20 worst sex addicts in Hollywood history.
Oh, why you play yourself in the face with some of this?
Sex addiction. The problem is, Fred, that Jesse James and all the others made a mistake. They got married. They simply got married, and they should never have gotten married. All the bachelors...
Starting off our list of depraved ones is the automotive mechanic and television personality Jesse James. Notoriously known for his marriage and more specifically his divorce with Sandra Bullock, Jesse James is one for this list. After the scandal of 2010, where his affairs with 4 different women that we know of was revealed, James got a divorce with his wife and subsequently checked himself into the Sierra Tucson facility, citing his sex addiction for the reason he needed to work on himself. James was committed to working on himself and gave the impression that the 4 women who had come forward were only the first of all his sexual misdeeds. Coming up on our number 19 spot is X-Files lead man, David Duchovny. David made a name for himself in Hollywood by starring in the aforementioned show as well as Californication, and had a happy marriage with his wife, actress T. Leone, for 17 years. Or so we thought. It was revealed that Duchovny had in fact been cheating on his then-wife for years without her knowledge.
What is the story? Did he hit on you on the first day?
What?
On the first, no. He was hitting on every girl in the hallway, and he happened on me, and I happened to be cast.
After which he openly admitted to his sex addiction and sought out help for his problems upon receiving an ultimatum from ex-wife T.
As time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
Taking up our 18th spot is none other than Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada is known for her successful career as an actress in both film and television, with notable roles in movies like The Matrix and Girls Trip, and for her advocacy and talk show Red Table Talk. Coincidentally, her appearance on this list was validated by statements she made on her Red Table Talk show. On an episode of the show, the Matrix star admitted to having a strong sex addiction, amongst others, at a younger age, referring to herself as a binger of sorts. She details how she was obsessed with both sex and alcohol, and also how her remedy for both was going cold turkey and cutting both obsessions off completely. Through determination and sheer will, she was able to overcome these addictions.
I'm going to kiss you here, then we're going to touch you here, okay? And then you do it slowly, kiss, touch, boom, kiss, and then all this action, and it makes it look like it all happened improvisation.
Sliding in at number 17 is Michael Douglas. Unfortunately, this list is not the only thing he slid into. The Fatal Attraction famous actor, though married to Catherine Zeta-Jones, has been rather upfront and blunt with his struggles regarding alcohol and sex addiction. After divorcing his first wife, Deandra Luca, Michael's promiscuity became the talk of the Hollywood town. He was admitted into a rehab center for what he claimed to be an alcohol addiction, but what was commonly known to be his sex addiction problems. Sadly, he was diagnosed with stage 4 throat cancer in 2010. When asked if he regretted all the drinking and smoking that likely caused the incident, Douglas famously retorted he did not, because the throat cancer was from all the women he slept with. Surprisingly, the normally terminal throat cancer illness proved not tough enough to take out Douglas, as he remains alive and well to this day. In our number 16 spot for today, we have the graduation rapper Kanye West.
Some people drown themselves in drugs, and I drown myself in my addiction.
Which was what?
Sex.
Ye has been known for many things in his life: his popular, groundbreaking music, his slightly less popular takes.
When anybody ever talks about you to me, they say he's all over the place.
And his history of feuds and disses with other artists. Pretty far down the list of what he's known for, however, is the songwriter's struggles with sex addiction. In a 2019 Apple Music Beats interview, West admitted, in a raw display of honesty, to his struggles with addiction, stemming all the way back to when he was 5 years old. He famously said, "While others drowned themselves in drugs, I drowned myself in my own addiction, sex." He cites his relationship with God and Christianity as what gave him the will to let go of his addiction, as well as many other vices of his, despite his addiction being a major player in every single choice he had made in his life up till then.
I really try hard not to think about masturbating too much. I had a moment there where I really could not get out of bed one day because it was a constant thing. And
kicking off our top 15 is famous Playboy playmate Nicole Narain. Narain discussed her sex addiction in an interview, bringing up her intense masturbating problem as well as being unable to function properly without having sex each day. Narain claimed to not being able to get out of bed due to her intense self-gratification desires, as well as not having any desire to eat food. According to the playmate, sex was her food, or so she strongly believed at the time. At the height of her addiction, Nicole found she physically had to distance herself from her triggers, as she called it, which were wide and varied in number. Despite overcoming her intense addiction eventually, she did not completely let go of sexual endeavors, citing the fact that she was only human, and as such needed to clean the pipes once in a while. Despite being celebrated for captivating performances as Scarlett O'Hara and Blanche Dubois, our number 14 pick was also known for her beauty and intense sex drive. She reportedly had severe mental issues which caused her unnaturally high libido, but without the tools to help her at the time. She would exhaust the men she was with, of which they were many, and would even sleep with strangers to sat her lust. Most notably, Leigh lusted after Laurence Olivier, a married man at the time. Despite being herself married to another man, she was ceaseless in her pursuit and was surprisingly met with success. The two later got married after separating from their respective spouses.
Why don't I know you? I'm new. I just moved here from Africa. What?
This famous Mean Girls actress is without a doubt known for her highly publicized court cases and struggle with drug abuse. However, cocaine and other recreational substances were not the only thing our number 13 spot for the day was addicted to. Lohan had always confessed to never liking sleeping alone, though she had never actually admitted to having a sex addiction. An ex of hers, Riley Giles, did it for her. In an interview with a now-defunct British tabloid, Giles detailed in rather alarming detail just how addicted the Mean Girls actress was to sex. She allegedly would crave and ask for sex many times during the day and even more at night. Being from the same rehab center where the couple met, Giles affirmed that she was originally using sex as a distraction from all the drugs she was trying to take her mind off. However, having an addictive personality, Lohan quickly got hooked on that as well. This is all in the past, as she has notably moved on from all these things and is now addiction-free. Coming up on our number 12 spot is the Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, Amber Smith. And I gotta tell you, the closer we get to our top 10, the crazier these stories get.
I'm a little bit more of a devil than I really am. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see what happens. I have a little slip, and I'm sorry about it, but I'm human.
Smith openly admitted to her sex addiction on 3 reality TV shows: Celeb Rehab, Sober House, and Sex Rehab. The actress, model, and reality TV star details how easily love and emotional attraction can quickly turn into sexual addiction when not giving a medium for reciprocation. To that effect, the model also wrote a novel titled Love Addict: Sex, Romance, and Other Dangerous Drugs. In this novel, She discusses how her addiction had her stalking and latching onto a man for 12 years. Rounding up our pre-top 10 list nicely is singer-songwriter Eric Benet. Benet was best known for being the husband and afterwards ex-husband of award-winning actress Halle Berry. Benet details how he hit rock bottom in his life after having various infidelities while in his marriage with Halle Berry. The music star was hitting dead ends in his work, his marriage, and his own self-control.
But what about the sexual addiction thing? Was that
For me, the sexual addiction thing was, I really don't feel like I'm any more of a sex addict than
anybody else.
Subsequently, he checked himself into a 35-day sex addiction rehabilitation program in order to get himself into a better head shape. After coming out of the program, his relationship with Halle did not show any improvement, and they ultimately split up for good with Berry, stating that she no longer wanted anything to do with Benet, albeit wishing him well. Eric was able to restart his music career after the rehab and stated that he was doing well for himself. We're finally in our top 10 picks for today. The list may have already had up and downs, but these 10 people are the worst of the bunch.
My whole life is there.
For anyone who doesn't know, 1988 was the sex tape scandal.
I invented it. It was the night the sex
tape. You did
was...
invent the sex tape.
In our number 10 spot, we have Rob Lowe. Lowe first came to fame through his many appearances in shows such as The Outsiders, Oxford Blues, and so on. Though suspicions had already begun mounting, nothing was definite until Lowe himself came out to openly discuss his struggles with drug and sex addiction. He admitted himself to a rehab center in hopes that he would get better, but that's not all. Rob Lowe was also one of the celebrities at the time who had a sex tape belonging to them hanging over his head like a death sentence. To make matters worse, his sex tape was a video of him with a female teenager. The heavy scrutiny and controversy on the side of the fans is what ultimately moved Lowe to go through rehabilitation. Looking back on it, Lowe looks on it fondly as one of the best decisions he ever made. Coming in at our number 9 spot is Russell Brand. Brand is a famous talk show host, actor, and all-round entertainer. The actor claimed that sex was purely recreational to him and that it was his own method of freeing up a little bit. His carefree attitude towards sexual relationships also formed a big part of the frequency with which he slept wantonly.
No, they're all single. Right, single ones. You're single. Yes. Right, let's take all names and numbers. Let's do this efficiently.
It got so far as to earn him the nickname, the Shagger of the Year.
You're a man-slut.
Russell has long since turned away from this past and turned over a new leaf. Moving things along at number 8 is movie star and actor Colin Farrell. Colin's been a notable figure in the entertainment industry for a good long time. However, as much as he was once a golden boy, he was not without skeletons in his own closet. Except in his own case, the skeletons were out for the world to see. Farrell did not keep his love for women under wraps and was so open about his experiences, he was given the moniker, the lusty leprechaun, giving homage to his own hometown. Colin eventually saw the error in his ways, putting himself into rehab to get checked and ensuring he was doing better for himself. For our number 7 spot, we've lined up someone for you who's going to take the cake for worst sexual addict yet on this list. This person is none other than Harvey Weinstein.
Convicted rapist Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein
is likely to die behind bars, sentenced to 23 years jail for rape.
Harvey Weinstein, a former film producer, was a dominant force in Hollywood for decades. He co-founded Miramax and the Weinstein Company, playing a pivotal role in producing acclaimed films.
It was a madhouse. That's how a former executive is describing her years working for Harvey Weinstein.
His claim to fame turned into infamy when numerous allegations of sexual misconduct emerged in 2017, sparking the hashtag #MeToo movement. and leading to his conviction for rape and sexual assault in 2020. As at 2020, Weinstein had over 70 women coming forward to accuse him of sexual harassment, coercion, rape, and many other things. In a statement given while he was right outside his daughter's home in LA, the producer affirms he's not okay and that he's getting some help, though doesn't signify what kind of help it is exactly. Not too far off from number 7, in both order and crime, we have Kevin Spacey for our number 6 spot.
I imagine that many of you can understand that there's a lot for me to process after what has just happened today.
Kevin Spacey is a versatile American actor who gained fame for his exceptional performances in film, television, and theater.
In the end, I don't care whether you love me or you hate me, just as long as I win.
He won Oscars for The Usual Suspects and American Beauty, and earned critical acclaim for his role in the TV series House of Cards. Spacey's career was marred by allegations of sexual misconduct, which led to a significant downfall in his reputation and roles he could play. Spacey has had more than a dozen men come forward and admit to sexual harassment, groping, and assault. 5 of these allegations were from teenage boys who claimed attempted rape by the famous actor. Much like the guy before him, though Spacey claims to be getting help of some kind, it seems too open-ended and ambiguous to actually hold. Congratulations, you've made it over here to our top 5. Now, a couple we listed above were because of the depraved nature of their sexual addiction, but the following men you're about to see are here for the alleged numbers they've racked in the sheets. And no better person to start us off than Tiger Woods. Woods, the golden boy of golf, was a bit of an iconic figure in the sports world, being the first African-American to win the Masters. Unfortunately for him, his next claim to fame wasn't so hard to find.
One of the women who claims to have had an affair with Tiger Woods has apologized to his wife on American television.
And it's not as savvy as the first one.
Every one of you has good reason to be critical of me.
Woods was found to be a chronic cheat on his then-wife, Elin Nordegren, as 14 women came forward alleging that he had affairs with each of them throughout the duration of his marriage. The golf player acquiesces to this and admits his need for therapy for his sexual addiction. He and his wife call it quits, and he goes for rehab. However, it is while he's in rehab that the story truly begins unfolding. The 14 women who came forward then were only the tip of the iceberg, as over the course of the years it was revealed that Woods had a total of 121 affairs while married to Nordegren. Coming up next on our number 4 is Chuck Negron. Negron is a renowned American singer and songwriter, best known as one of the lead vocalists of the iconic rock band Three Dog Night. His powerful voice left a lasting impact on music. Unfortunately, his music was not the only way he was impacting lives. Negron admitted to sleeping with about 3 or more women every night while he was a member of the band. Medical checkups from his doctor revealed that his continued use of drugs, coupled with his sexual exploits, would have disastrous consequences for the singer. Apparently ignoring this advice, Chuck had sex one more time with Miss Oklahoma at the time, during which his penis exploded. Before the unfortunate incident, however, Chuck claimed to have racked up close to 1,000 to 2,000 women.
So this is Michael, you and Charlie Sheen.
Yes, George. You know what? He did not hold back on anything, and he's known for speaking his mind. In his new movie, Mad Families, it is just like he is, pushing the envelope on what people expect from a Hollywood star and being extremely open and honest about the diagnosis that changed his life.
All right, starting off our top 3 is the 2.5 Men star, Charlie Sheen. He plays the role of Charlie Harper in the hit series and is no stranger to this list either. Sheen openly admitted to sleeping with over 5,000 women over the course of his Hollywood life and took it as him winning in life. A significant portion of these women were paid prostitutes, which led up to him spending close to $53,000 on them. Not a very significant portion of the money he was making on the set of 2.5 Men, but big enough. He was diagnosed as HIV positive in 2015, unsurprisingly. At a very strong number 2 is none other than Warren Beatty.
The way you were staring at me, I thought you were going to ask me for something a little more exciting.
Like what?
Use your imagination.
I'm using it.
Warren Beatty is a very successful actor and has been on the scene for a very long time. Apparently, that was not the only scene he was prominent in. The actor famously made the claim that he slept with a new woman every day from when he was 20, till he married Annette Bening at the ripe old age of 55. From this claim, this would mean that he allegedly slept with over 10,000 women throughout this period. Absolutely astonishing.
I like that someone studied maths, and this is what they use their mathematics degree for, that they calculated that you've bedded 13,000 women. He's just leaving.
If you thought that last number was crazy, you're in for a shocker with our number 1 on the list. Wilt Chamberlain. This very successful basketball player was a ball of energy both on and off the court. Chamberlain famously admitted to sleeping with over 20,000 women in his life.
Take a look at this thing. It's pretty incredible. Yeah. I didn't think that...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Now, I'm curious.
When his close friends and colleagues were approached to verify this information, reporters were shocked to find that they were pretty much in agreement with him, stating that he was able to arrive at such a massive figure due to constantly engaging in threesomes and above, as such having intercourse with multiple women a night.
For men who think that having 1,000 different women is really cool, I have found out, but you have to first find out that having one woman 1,000 different times is what's really happening.
Well, there you have it. That's our list of the top 20 worst sex addicts in Hollywood history, ranging from mundane to depraved to absolutely insane amounts of people slept with. If you've enjoyed this video today, then you'll probably enjoy the video showing on your screen right now. Click now, and we'll see you in the next video.